Hey guys, and welcome back to the HobbyNut 007 channel. Got a shop card shout out for you today. A shout out for a show that Amanda and I'll be going to this weekend. Hopefully we can see some of you there. And as you know, we are focused on the phone booth show rod. So I'm going to show you what the plan is for today, and let's see how much we can get done. Stick around. First up, we've got a brand new channel shout out for our buddy Norman over at Half-Ass Model Garage. I think he's got about 10 videos up now, and they are pretty good ones. Check these out, man. Is that not just some cool stuff there? Love the work area. A lot bigger than mine. And some of the stash up there. Norman and I have a kindred spirit when it comes to RC because y'all know I used to race, but the thing that you may not have known was I love RC helis and drones, and just a passion. So we have a shared kindred spirit there as well. But head over, show Norman some love. Check out the videos. I think you're really going to like it. Norm, thank you for the kind words on the back. Appreciate you, brother. September 7th, this coming weekend, right around the corner in Greenville, Tennessee. As I said, Amanda and I'll be going up Saturday morning early for this one. And this is hosted by the Appalachian Scale Modelers Association. Head for the Highlands, the Scale Model Contest and Show. There'll be a lot of vendors there. This is co-sponsored, by the way, by our buddy Wes over at Wes's Model Car Corner there. And there's your information on the host hotel. I'm sure it's not too late if you want to head up and stay the night. Hopefully we'll see you there. If you want to get the contest categories and get your paperwork done ahead of time, that is posted on the Facebook page as well. You can download that. So you got 10 automotive categories there too. And if you want to go ahead, while you're on the Facebook page, go over to File up in the corner, click on that, and you'll be able to download your registration forms as well as your entry forms so you can have them filled out. So when you get there, you just go right on in. So hopefully I'll see some of you guys there. Look forward to this show. This will be my first time to this one, but I hear some good things about it, so hope to see you there. Okay, telephone booth. So where are we? There's a few things I want to show you. The telephone itself, I'm going to be making a piece today so we can get this kind of hung right here. And then we'll make the cord. And by the way, the cord, I was going to do like most phone booths, have just the metal cable that comes around. But you know what? This was a show rod, so I'm thinking, sorry guys, I got stuff on the workbench there. I'm thinking I'm going to do one of the curly cords just because it's a show rod, and I think the curly cord would look kind of cool in there. Our receiver, and we'll be painting this up. This is Tamiya semi-gloss black. And we'll be doing the coin box thing in the silver, the change return there in probably chrome up here, the same. And for the, this is an old rotary type. Some of you young guys won't know what that is, but you used to have to, where these little holes are, and some of you have probably seen them, that go around. What you did was, like, there was a 1, 2, 3, 4 all the way to 9 or 0. And what you did was you put your finger in it, and most of you guys are going to remember this, and then dial, and then it had to rotate back. Anyway, so that had a clear piece over it, so we took our just standard paper punch and took a piece of 10 thousandths clear. And I measured this first, and it was right at just shy of 7 millimeters, and that's exactly what the hole punch was. So, well, that is if I don't keep dropping it here. And as you see, it fits right on there. And then we'll do our little white dots around there where the numbers were. And we'll get this dressed out and then have the meter thing on there. I'll come up with a decal for that. The booth itself, I've already got the door assembled. And as you recall, this is a functioning door. It opens and closes. And I think we're going to have that in the kind of open position so you can see in there a little better. If you remember the windows, some of them were in pretty bad shape. As much as I wanted to try to do something with that back one, that just was too deep in there, and there just wasn't any sense in it. So using some 20 thousandths clear evergreen plastic, got a replacement for this, as well as the windows for the doors. And this one, I went ahead and cut out the windows for the front and the side, but as you see, this thing is not exactly squared up. So what I thought I would do is we're going to rebuff this thing, clean it up again. This is the one piece that goes in the front and side there. And the reason I want to do that is it's like a square. You see where that's off a little bit? Well, once this is epoxied, and I am going to epoxy this in on both sides, it'll help keep the shape, the conformity of the shape a lot better. So, in worst case, I can use what I cut out, but I think, as you see, that's relatively clear. So we're going to polish it and clean it up one more time, and it's got the slot there for the shelf for the phone booth there too. So I think that's going to work out pretty good. I have encountered one issue that I did not count on or didn't think about, and that is the engine. I've already taken the fan off, and I've got to remove the headers. I took the body out. I wanted to see how that looked against that red-orange that I custom mixed, and then discovered that, oh great, the engine won't fit with the headers. I can't get it in there, so I had to remove the fan, and I'll have to remove the headers to get them in, and then we'll just reinstall them. But not bad. Love the way that engine turned out too. Good show rod looking thing there. So we're going to get on that, but you know what? Hold on just a minute, guys. I am going to go ahead and show you the body panels, and then we'll jump on the telephone and the windows. If you remember, on the body, we just did it in the all-clad 2 bright silver candy base, and as you see, that's got a really good reflective finish to it. But that's your base for your candy colors. And then we took, and I started with just candy red, and then added some of the candy lemon yellow, and just maybe 1 milliliter, half an eyedropper at a time. And just, I had done several of these spoons in the all-clad silver base, and these two finally started getting to it. As you see up front, you got, well, I hope you can see that, about halfway up, this is more orange, and I wanted a little more red, but I still wanted that orange to pop. Now check the orange out back here. And that's where I stopped after I custom mixed. That just looked so much better than the little bit lighter orange up here. So I went with this because I wanted that red hue and the orange to both show up. So I was pleased with this. And again, this is a shelf model, it's not a show model. But I like it. I like it. For my purposes, it's fine. So I went ahead and shot the body. And in the light, I'm hoping you can see the, oh yeah, there's the orange. So you can see some of the orange in there. There's your front section. And I think this turned out really, well, I hope you can see it, really nice. And the top for the telephone booth itself, yeah, you see that orange hue that's in there. And I'm going to have some pinstriping on this. Of course, the word telephone will be across here. My daughter Lauren is making me the transfers for that. But I think that orange in this really looks good. And this is about 6 coats, and I let some of it dry. There's a little bit of trash in this back section here, And I'm going to clean that up and hit it one more time. And again, there's going to be some decals on it, but check out that. Actually, on this, it just looks more red, but it's actually more orange than you think, but it does look red. But that candy color there is really, really sharp. And again, I'll have the pinstripes and stuff on here. And then here, of course, is the lower section underneath and the top side. But I think all this turned out really nice. Got a good gloss. Now the real car, if you remember, these running boards are actually body color, but for my purposes, as you see, it's all body color. But I'm thinking about doing that in the mask that off and go ahead and shoot that in the XF, I think it's 69, which is the rubber black. But and I don't know yet. I'm just tinkering with this. I was gonna see if I could get it done for this weekend, but I'm not gonna rush that. Yeah, you can see the orange in that. Isn't that beautiful? But I think that's turning out good. But like I said, it's a shame. I wanted to get a look at that engine in there, and no matter what I do, it just will not go. So that's all right. And you know the instructions, these old 60s kits, the instructions show the engine in the car assembled, but they don't show you what to do, what to put in first or whatever. So those headers are going to have to come back off. And from building the one I built back in the 60s, I didn't remember any of that. But yeah, you can see the orange hue in that. I really like the way this turned out. So as I said in the couple of videos ago, this one is just at the stage of assembly now. And there's just those little bitty things left to do. If you remember this, the interior, and as you see, it lines right up, slides right in. And there's your little hole for the door. And as I was saying, I think I'm going to have that in the open position, kind of like that. And there is, and it's already done too. You see where the little chrome handle goes, that'll go in there. All of that's done. So big thing right now is we're going to work on the telephone, go ahead and get the glass and everything epoxied in. And we'll go from there. Stick around, guys. With the exception of the rear window, all of them are clamped in and they're currently drying. I'm going to wait to put that last one in because I'm considering putting a decal on the back panel there right behind the seat, but I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet. Now, on the telephone, as you remember, here is the receiver. Here is the actual phone itself, the payphone. And here you see I've got the, I guess what you'd call the hook, where the receiver mounts to the phone itself. And a look at everything all finished up. Get my hand back here so you can see that a little better. I think this turned out pretty good. And you notice the white panel with the writing on it down there. Normally that was, as I recall, a thing that had emergency numbers for the local area or something on it, and contact for the phone company. But because this is a hot rod and we have our Goodyear tires, I put a Goodyear tire a Goodyear tire thing on there, and I'm hoping you can see it. I just thought that looked good, and it filled the spot there anyway. Where you drop the coins at the top, and the coin return, which the light's not showing really well, and the coin box itself are in AK chrome, which I just brushed on really lightly. And you see the little clear piece that went over the rotary area there. But I think that turned out pretty good. I think my little curly cord, even though that's not what was on a regular phone booth, hey, this is my phone booth, so I'm going to do it the way I want to. But I thought that turned out pretty good. And that'll be, of course, in the booth up in the corner there. Next up is suspension. All our body components are nice and dry. I tell you what, I just really like this all-clad candy. Look at that, guys. And that's not a clear coat. No clear coat. And I'm really starting to warm up to just keeping this the same body color like the real car. But y'all know me, I might change that up before I make up my mind. But is that not just beautiful? That orange hue under the light just really, really does great. And of course, like most things, this side on the ladder bar, the front bar, as you see there, is still drying. That snapped off, so I'm going to have to make, I think I'm going to pin that through there before I mount it. And of course, remember too that we shortened this and made it deeper in the front. And as you see how we dropped the suspension by moving this up, we've dropped that suspension, so she's going to sit a little bit lower too. And if you want to see how we did that, you could go back to one of the early videos. I really am impressed with that chrome on this. And of course, we did the same thing with our rear end and drive shaft. And of course, all of this is the all-clad chrome as well. I think that turned out, or actually polished aluminum on the wheels. But we're going to get into this. But next video on the phone booth will probably be the reveal. I've got a few things to get done before we head out of town for the show in Tennessee. So I don't know if I'm going to get it done before we, don't know if I'll have another video before we get back or not. I don't think it'll be done. And like I said, I'm not going to push or rush anything. Guys, that's going to be it for this video. I'm going to go ahead and jump back on this. And y'all have an awesome day, awesome week. So hopefully we'll see some of you in Tennessee. God bless. We will see you in the next video. Thanks again, guys.